Good morning, YouTube modeling community. Mike here, Mike's Miniature Motors. Everybody's doing the, I don't know if you want to call it the 40 question challenge, but the 40 questions that I believe Ed started it. Or at least he's the first video that I did see posting them. And while he was driving his truck and Ernie in the passenger seat. Anyway, seen a couple other guys do it, Cliff, and just watched Doug Hensley. I thought I've seen another one. Oh, Brian at BG's. Anyway, let me get started, guys, so it doesn't turn into a really long video. Number one, do you like blue cheese? Not a big fan, but there's a mom and pop restaurant here in San Antonio that made a blue cheese hamburger, blue cheese peppercorn hamburger, I think it was called. I was leery of it. The server talked me into it. I tried it, loved it. Had ordered it several times, and they no longer carry it, so I haven't had blue cheese in a couple years. Coke or Pepsi? Between those two, I would go Coke. My soda of choice is Dr. Pepper, but Coke would be my first choice out of those two. In a relationship, yes. Can't tell you how many years I've been married. Almost 20. Been with my wife for, I don't know, almost 30 years. Anyway, move on to the next question. Whiskey, tequila, or vodka? At this point in my life, none of the above. I was married to alcohol for many years in my younger days. We've been divorced since January 30th of 2000. So, yeah, it's been, what, almost 20 years, 21 years since alcohol has touched my lips. Hot dog or cheeseburger? Hands down, cheeseburger. I like hot dogs, but they tend not to like me for whatever reason. So, hands down, beef. I know you can get beef hot dogs, but hands down, cheeseburger. Favorite food? My favorite all-time food would be steak, which is I like Chateaubriand. It's a cut that's beyond the filet mignon. Melt in your mouth, amazing. But I don't eat that probably, but maybe once or twice a year. So I would say my favorite dish is spaghetti followed by cheese enchiladas. What do you drink in the morning? Got my coffee, guys. It's 9:33 on my clock here, San Antonio. Central Time Zone. Got to have my coffee. Usually at least 3 cups. On the weekends, I get up early, and the rest of the family likes to sleep in, so it's nothing for me to drink a pot of coffee on the weekend. Could you do 100 push-ups? Honestly, there was a time in my life I could say unequivocally yes, probably even all at once. It's been a couple years since I've done it, but I'm pretty confident I could do it. Not all at once, but give me a little bit of time and I could pull it off. Favorite season, Brian? I loved how you said pepper, which isn't exactly. Depends on how you look at the question. Anyway, it was great. But personally, I like fall. I live in South Texas. It's we have 100-degree weather day after day after day down here. I like the fall. It tends to start getting cooler like it is now. And it's not cold, but it starts getting cooler. Favorite hobby? Obviously, model building. My second hobby, Charlie Mack. You do a lot of grilling, and I love looking at those videos. I grill also, not as much as you do, but I do a lot of baking, guys. I wanted to be a baker when I was younger. I learned how to decorate cakes in middle school. Had my own business in the 80s. I was making $200 to $400 a week. Uh, I wasn't a great kid, so I wanted to be on the work program. You know, I didn't do great academically. Wanted to be in the work program when I was a junior in high school, and they wouldn't let me be self-employed, so that's when I found my first job working for somebody. Um, so that's neither here nor there. So I still bake a lot. I don't decorate cakes, but I do a lot of cookies, brownies from scratch, cakes, pies, those kinds of things. So that would probably be my second hobby over the models. And of course, now that I'm videoing, the dogs are starting to get riled up. It never fails. It's like a magnet. Um, where was I? Favorite season, favorite hobby? Tattoos. No, can't say that I've gotten. I've thought about them before, but just never followed through. Even have a high school friend that's opened a tattoo shop, but just hadn't done it. Do you wear glasses? Not scripts, but I wear my cheaters all the time. Last time I took my driving test, they said, "Can you read this line?" And I really had to focus, and I missed one of them. And the lady's like, "Next time you come, you're gonna probably have to, get glasses." So, but they let me slide. So last year is when I had to renew, and that's how that worked out. Phobias. When I've thought long and hard about what to say on this question. It's going to sound strange, but I saw Jaws at a very young age, second, third grade. I had a friend that had one of the first VCRs, and one of the first movies they had was Jaws. And after that, I was scared of the water. I was even afraid to go in swimming pools at first. My parents would ship me out to Florida for the summer. I have no problem, with the Atlantic Ocean, but here in Texas, we have to go down to the Gulf, and you can't barely see your ankles when you get in that water. Whereas like Florida, you could get in chest deep, and you could see what's swimming around you. So I get leery of just not knowing what's there. So even to this day, when we go to the coast, I kind of, I get skeptical getting in the water. Nicknames. I was always very, very skinny. I wore 28s all the way through high school. As I got older, started putting on weight, and the rest of my family was skinny, or still is skinny. So they started calling me Doughboy, as in Pillsbury Doughboy, because I bake. So that's neither here nor there. That's kind of more of a family thing. So I'll just leave it at that. Favorite candy? Reese's. Just hands down Reese's, maybe followed by Twix, Snickers. Love caramel, but Reese's. White chocolate Reese's if I can find it. Like to put it in the refrigerator. And that's just me. Do you believe in ghosts? Not necessarily ghosts, but yeah, spirits, angels, demons, etc. Biggest downfall. That's kind of a weird question. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe weakness is how I'll interpret that. And I'll say I have anxiety issues. I have a lot of patience, but I do get anxious sometimes, and drives my wife nuts. I pace, and sometimes she just freaks out on that. Anyway, rain or snow. Live in South Texas. We don't get a lot of rain. So I would say rain because the yard needs it. And snow. Guys, Charlie, you've shown snow up where you live on that river. I love your property. Here in San Antonio, maybe once every 20, 30 years will we see snow. We may get a half an inch or an inch that accumulates in the corners of the yard, so to say, but by lunchtime it's gone. No snow. In South Texas, it gets below 32. It's going to sound funny, but a lot of times we shut the city down. Roads, grocery stores. I mean, it's just what we do here because we don't know how to deal with that. Piercings, yes. Age, but yeah, none that I still wear. A lot when I was a teenager in my 20s. Yes, but as I've gotten older, it's like, what's the point? Uh, Age. Let's see, we're in 2020, so I will be 54 in early December. So not that far away now that you make me think about it. French fries or onion rings, onion rings. Kids, yes, two-legged. And right now, currently, three four-legged. Favorite color, red. I can understand Brian's thought on, depends on the car or whatever, but just in general, red. I am a love Ferrari, love Rosso Corsa, but I just, I love red, for whatever that's worth. Can you sing? No. I try from time to time, but you wouldn't want to put me on tape and play me back. Uh, can you whistle? That's through my tongue, and then the dog's here now. I did whistle. So yes. Can you cook? Yes. Uh, I was a bachelor for till I was in my 30s, or I shouldn't say that, but I, I've been taking care of myself for way before I met my wife. Um, so yes, bake even more so. Can I swim? Yes. Never been a problem. Are you religious? Yes. I said I was married to alcohol. I used to drink myself to sleep almost every night. Um, and when I was younger, I used to do just about everything else. Um, so there was a point in time where I was drinking, and my wife, girlfriend at the time, came home. I had something cooking on the stove, um, and I was passed out. She couldn't wake me up. She's like, "Well, what if we it would have started a fire in your house?" That was before she was living with me, and anyway, um, so at that point, it's like she's like either me or the alcohol, and of course I chose her, and so I gave my life to the Lord, and that's what I've been doing ever since. Shower or bath, shower. I've maybe take a bath or two, um, once, twice a year, just to relax. Usually, if I've messed up my back, um, I'll take a bath. Anyway, big city or out in nature. Um, I would much rather live out in the country. If I had my way, I'd be a mile or two or three from a neighbor on both sides. Um, I'd like to. Gonna sound strange, maybe weird. Getting to question 39. I'd like to be able to run around naked in the front yard. Nobody'd know, uh, so to say. Uh, so yes, but the wife, she wouldn't have it. She's always told me, well, it wouldn't be fair to the kids if they didn't, their friends weren't, two, three doors down and blah, 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 and, having to take them to school. Anyway, so long, short, personally, yes, I would much rather live out in the middle of nowhere. Family won't allow it. Uh, are you a good friend? Yes, I'd like to think so. I still have three friends from high school that I keep in touch with. One of those all the way back to middle school. He lives in Austin, Texas, about an hour north. Uh, even though we don't see each other as often as I would like, but we at least talk to each other on the phone for almost weekly. He almost knows me better than my wife. Um, you know, my youngest knows him. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. Enough before I start babbling on about that. How many TVs do we have? Four. Broken bones. Knock on wood, guys. I've never broken a bone. Worst pain ever. That's difficult to say. I've thrown my back out 4 times in my life. Uh, every time doing something simple, just literally like bending over to pick something up. But one time a wrench off the floor. One time a water bowl for the dogs. One time I was moving just a small two-top in a restaurant. What I mean by a two-top is, like a 2 by 2 foot table. Just two chairs. I was just sliding across. That was the first time. But I've been to where I almost, one time, I literally, I couldn't stand up. I was almost bedridden. So that's probably the worst pain I've ever been in. And, nobody ever likes being, not being able to do the things that they normally do because you're in so much pain. Do you like to dance? Number 37. No. In my younger days, just like Doug, drinking, sure, I'll get on the dance floor, especially if I think she's attractive. I'll do whatever it takes to, meet an end. Camping, yes. Do you like camping? It's been a while. My youngest keeps asking about it, and I keep talking about it. My oldest actually got his Eagle, and when he was in middle school and his freshman sophomore year, our troop went every month, sometimes twice a month camping. So I've done a lot of that, from camping on a state campground to primitive camping, where you have to hike in a couple miles and poop in a hole and cover it up and stuff. Are you weird? Again, like everybody else, depends on who you ask. And tag 6 friends. I just kind of did this voluntarily. Nobody tagged me. I think it's kind of neat. Just kind of get everybody a chance to get to know who you are, more about you. So that's why I did it. I hate doing a long video. Here it is. What does it say? Almost 17 minutes. But I just thought I'd kind of saw a couple other people doing it, so I thought I'd share. Anyway, guys, that's about it. It is Friday morning still. I'm going to keep drinking my coffee. Y'all take care. If you have any questions about anything for whatever reason, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section. And we'll see y'all again soon with a bench update. All right, y'all take care. Have a great weekend, and see you soon. Bye.